mercy. Know what I mean, know what I need, know I got this for certain. Might do tints and curtains, all my wins deserve it. Might do you dirty, 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 dirty. Know I'm clean, how I'm coming, I can't show no mercy. Know what I mean.
All right, it's Friday and I'm back.
I got this for certain. Might do tints and curtains, all my wins deserve it. Might do you dirty, 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 dirty. What you expect? Talking about fresh, like pay your respects. She got a new purse, sent through a text.
All right, as always, trivia will be starting shortly after. Well, it'll be starting at 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, grab a bucket, bring it inside, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. If you don't have a bucket outside your house, go to the bathroom, get that little garbage can, throw out all the toilet paper, and use that for tonight's bucket. Again, trivia will be starting at 7 o'clock. I'm experimenting with something. Well, first of all, I set up a page for what was once the Hungry Sailor, hence reggae. Since nobody's ever bothered to really, deal with what if anybody wanted to use that name again. And the picture that goes around, the shirt that I had made, is my creation. So I figured I'll make a page just to share memories of the Hungry Sailor. And while we're doing this, I figured let's cross-post, like go live here and there at the same time, see if that works. Because I've wanted to do the cross-posting option, but since my other pages are karaoke related, it didn't make sense. Like, why would you be on a karaoke Facebook page watching a trivia game? And then the Mango Tree one didn't make sense. So I figured, well, I'm gonna try and see how it works on the Hungry Sailor. So in a way, it's like, since we're live on Hungry Sailor's page, we're like live at Sandbar because that's where the Hungry Sailor was, at where Sandbar is now, or where Sandbar was. So hence we're on two pages right now. We're on Trivia Mammy and on the Hungry Sailor page. Now, obviously, there's not too many people on that page because I just set that up. But if you want to follow it, it's at Hungry Sailor Grove. Catch us there as well. We'll probably, if this works, if nothing goes wrong, we'll do this every Friday, cross-post both trivia and Hungry Sailor at the same time. And we are live on Trivia Mammy and Hungry Sailor Grove, both pages on Facebook. So far, it looks like it's working. Let me maximize my dashboard. Seems okay. And cross-post to more pages. So yeah, that's working. Kevin in the house. We're only a couple weeks away from having done this for a whole year. The first live home trivia was March 20th. Next week will already be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. March 5th. We're not that far away from the 1 year point. Next Friday is going to be interesting. Well, I'll be here, that's for sure. 7 o'clock, I'll do this. In the time that I start this and it ended, it gets dark outside. It's already dark right now, so I guess it gets dark before now. I'm going to set up my projector on the outside in the backyard. We're going to watch the last episode of WandaVision and Coming to America outside my house, assuming it doesn't rain. But that's next Friday. Tonight's our normal schedule where we do the trivia game. I drag these kids in the middle of all this, and then we watch WandaVision after this. And then the kids go back to playing their Switch or whatever it is these kids do these days. I don't know, catch marbles or play jacks. And then we watch Bill Maher, me and the wife. I pass out usually right about there. Two minutes. Dos. Minuto. Normally the boy would bring his phone and sit there while waiting for his cue to come up. He brought his Switch. Does the microphone work on that? I would love to be playing good music, but I gotta play this copyright-friendly music, and I hate this copyright-friendly music. I think since Facebook owns Instagram, they should figure out a way for me to do this on Instagram Live too, using all these same tools without having to switch platforms or switch orientation or nothing. So rather than pushing all these products that I happen to mention in my house or spreading conspiracy theories online, you guys can work on that. Zuckerberg. All right, let's get started. It's Friday. It's 7 o'clock. It's time now for Home Trivia. If you don't already have a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside. If you don't have that, go get the little garbage can in the bathroom, bring that over, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Right now, let's get started by going over the rules of tonight's game. Click, click.
It's Friday, you bastards.
As always, we have a one-player minimum because you need to be at least one human being in order to play. But if you are near people you don't know, please stay 6 feet apart from each other and make sure you're wearing a mask. I mean, not everybody's vaccinated yet, so just stay away from people. All right, grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, or write one, or get one big piece of paper and make 3 columns of 1 through 10 each. It's 3 rounds, that's why. If you have a funny team name you'd like me to read out, you post it here in the comments. I will read whatever you write there. You've seen me at the bar. You know I'm willing to read pretty much anything. Feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want because you're home, I'm home, and nobody cares because nobody's going to win anything. So scream and shout the answers all you want. It makes no difference either way. However, please don't look up the answers, and please, for sure, don't post the answers if you know them in the comments. Remember, you're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. And the people who are playing, somewhat seriously would like to not know the answers by looking at the screen. So please keep the answer yourself. Just write it down in your house. We'll give you the answer at the end of the round. Questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each. You're playing for nothing. First place gets nothing. Second place gets nothing. Pretty much. That wasn't the button anymore? No, it's not anymore. It's over here then. Oh, I took it off. Never mind. I forgot. I rearranged my sound bites. But if you can, take a picture of yourselves while playing and post it at Trivia Miami on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and I'll see if I find it. I'll share it here next week. Also, we'll be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which here at home means lucky son of a Bernie. Here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. Remember, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. These kids are growing and need more food, so that we need more money. So if you can help me out, that would be cool. That's my Venmo, Cash App, and if you don't have time to catch the QR codes, it's at Karaoke Miami or $$ Karaoke Miami, depending on which app you want to use. Why Karaoke Miami? Because as you know, I'm also a karaoke host, and that's where I mostly would get tips, and didn't see the point of setting up a Trivia Miami one, since at Trivia I don't usually ask for tips. But I do ask for it here since I'm not getting paid to do this. So if you can hook it up, hook it up. If not, come join me in person over at Bar Nancy on Monday nights. That starts at 8 o'clock. Bar Nancy, Monday nights, 8 o'clock. Winners from Bar Nancy this week were, second place went to M&A, and first place went to Mr. J and the Outlaw Army. Mr. J brought 3 more people and made an army to go after the people who almost beat him last week. However, he excommunicated 2 of his team members and had them form their own team. All right, you can also join me Wednesday nights over at The Bend over in Miami Lakes. That starts at 9 o'clock. Come up there to Miami Lakes and play there starting at 9 o'clock. Winners from there were, second place went to Lord of the Bitches. And first place went to Las Toxicas. There was a 1 point difference between these teams. It was like 50 and 49, something like that. And you can also join me for karaoke at Seven Seas Bar starting at 9 o'clock, Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm there every Thursday and Saturday for karaoke starting at 9 o'clock. And as always, I'm here Fridays at home, live, online for you guys. Until Sandbar comes back. If it ever happens, or somebody hires me to do something, and even if that's the case, then I'll still consider recording it on another day off and posting it to come up on Friday, because it is 7 o'clock on Friday, which means it was trivia in the Grove. Hence why we are now live not only on the Trivia Miami page, we are live at the Hungry Sailor Grove page, which is the new page I opened up to share memories and discussions about the old bar called the Hungry Sailor, which is where Sandbar is now. So Hungry Sailor Grove, go follow that. We're live on there as well as trivia. So every Friday, I'm going to go live on both pages. But let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. We're starting round 1 of tonight's game. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Phones in the buckets. All right, round 1. Question 1. True or false? All astronauts who visit the International Space Station must speak English and Russian. True or false? See, when the screen goes white, then the Recall Joe thing gets outshined. So I gotta find a way to have it there so it can still be seen. I wonder if he knows that there's a guy who in the Grove who on Fridays talks shit about him during trivia. I'm sure he does. He knows everything. I'm surprised he hasn't popped up over my fence trying to see what I'm up to. See if I have permits for everything back here. But this is not City of Miami. I don't live in City of Miami. So, and it's mostly because of Joe Arroyo. All right, question 2. What U.S. state are a large portion of Stephen King's novels based in? In what U.S. state are a large portion of Stephen King's novels based in? I hate override friendly music. It's really, really shitty. I hate I have to listen to this kind of music instead of the music I really want to listen to. I can't rap. Don't ask me to rap. All right, question 3. Actors considered it unlucky to do what backstage? A, hiccup. B, sneeze. Or C, whistle. Can actors consider it unlucky to do what backstage? Hiccup, sneeze, or whistle? Cokeheads also consider it unlucky to do all 3 of those things in the men's room at any bar. Let me pepper pack, snatch it up the thumb. You know where I'm at, this ain't what you know. No. Bread, give me the bread, give me the champagne so I toast. Give me the bread, give me the bread, give me the champagne so I toast. Give me the bread, give me the bread, give me the champagne. All right, question 4. What was the first sport to be televised in the United States? What was the first sport to be televised in the United States? Give me the bread so I can toast. Man, what the fuck does that mean? I'm talking dirty shoes, grass stains in my jeans, weighing her to you. Ain't no strangers on the team in this denim jacket. Leave eyes on my character. Going worldwide, tell them I'm from Black America. Church clothes on each Sunday when you bring them out. Choir road. Who the one you think we sing about? All right, question 5. How old was John Lennon when he was murdered? A, 40, B, 42, or C, 44? All right, how old was John Lennon when he was murdered? 40, 42, or 44?
Everybody got a dream. Hey, you know I'm pulling up in it where the dogs at. Speakers too loud, tell the mama I'ma call back. Engine too proud, crank it up and make it fall back. Know it's going down, a fine stunning, what you call that? All that, king shit. Girl, I've been dreaming what the meaning is. Hoop dreams die around the time I got a cleaning gig. Rent due, looking back on everything I spent through. Hope I keep
All right,
it
question
to it like
6.
I meant to. Watching shit
What meal in a box is called the San Francisco treat? What meal in a box is called the San Francisco treat?
Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a dream. Now you gotta have a dream. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a dream. Gotta have a dream. Everybody got a dream. Everybody got a dream. It's more than cars, it's about success. I know life gonna be a constant test. I know God the one that know me best. I applaud the ones that fight to death. Keep pushing, I'ma see it through till we prevail. Only way to make it is to try and fail. Try again, it's for giving up that ship itself. Might as well get it done and get a red Chevelle.
All right, question 7. Which South American city is served by El Alto International Airport? A. Buenos Aires. B. La Paz. Or C. Lima. In which South American city is served by El Alto International Airport? Buenos Aires, La Paz, or Lima? All right, question 8. In the TV show The Simpsons, what does Krusty's dad do for a living? In the TV show The Simpsons, what does Krusty's dad do for a living? All right, question 9. Who was the first to leave One Direction in 2015? A. Harry, B. Niall, or C. Zayn? And who was the first to leave One Direction in 2015? Harry, Niall, or Zayn? All right, finally, question 10, everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Lawyer whose pants caught on fire during a 2017 arson trial has been charged with cocaine possession. Is that Florida or not Florida?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
All right, that is the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. All astronauts who visit the International Space Station must speak English and Russian. Question 2, what U.S. state are a large portion of Stephen King's novels based in? Question 3, actors considered unlucky to do what backstage? A, hiccup, B, sneeze, or C, whistle? Question 4, what was the first sport to be televised in the United States? Question 5, how old was John Lennon when he was murdered? A, 40, B, 42, or C, 44? Question 6, what meal in a box is called the San Francisco treat? Question 7, which South American city is served by El Alto International Airport? A, Buenos Aires, B, La Paz, or C, Lima? Question 8, in the TV show The Simpsons, what does Krusty's dad do for a living? Question 9, who was the first to leave One Direction in 2015? A, Harry, B, Niall, or C, Zayn? And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, lawyer whose pants caught on fire during a 2017 arson trial has been charged with cocaine possession.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, if you want to hook it up, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. Now it's time for the first round of our raffle. There's our little Wanda and little Pietros on the side waiting to win these prizes. So let's get started. I don't know how she's going to grab prizes holding a cat, but here we go. Oh, yeah, Bernie Lomax is still here. It's hard to move a dead body. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm going to pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, first one out, getting whatever she's holding in her hand. Not the cat, the toy. And again, be careful with Bernie Lomax. He is a dead body, so he still smells. We have to the following number. 775. 775. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Next one out. 241. 241. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer because he's 13 years old. Going up to the following number. 242. 242. Dance.
B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals, and the Bear Balls. We see us pulling up.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And that concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He'll be back after round 2 and 3 of tonight's game. And let's get out of that before we get a copyright strike for that too. All right, let's go over the answers from round 1. Oh, Misfits are here. Well, Misfits have been here. All right, question 1 was true or false. All astronauts who visit the International Space Station must speak English and Russian. That is true. Question 2, what U.S. state are a large portion of Stephen King's novels based in? They're based in Maine. Actors considered unlucky to do what backstage? Whistle. And like I said, cokeheads also consider that unlucky because you can't whistle on the coke.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Question 4, what was the first sport to be televised in the United States? Baseball. You know what there is a lot of in baseball?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Question 5, how old was John Lennon when he was murdered? He was 40. Question 6, what meal in a box is called the San Francisco treat? Rice, roni, the San Francisco treat. 7, which South American city is served by El Alto International Airport? La Paz. Okay, in the TV show The Simpsons, what does Krusty's dad do for a living? He's a rabbi. 9, who was the first to leave One Direction in 2015? Zayn. If that actually is Zayn's picture, I guess. I wouldn't know the difference. In Florida or not Florida, the headline read, lawyer whose pants caught on fire during a 2017 arson trial has been charged with cocaine possession.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
That was Florida, and that's actually Miami. So you know what that means.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
All right, these questions are 1 point each, so whatever you got right, post that in the comments and post your score in the comments. Remember, join me on Mondays over at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. Wednesdays at The Bend over at Miami Lake starting at 9 o'clock. Join me for karaoke at 7 Seas Bar Thursdays and Saturdays, and right back here on Fridays as well. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns, then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the Turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right! Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
And we're back. I know these can get repetitive, so if you guys can find links to other old classic commercials you want me to put on here, I can change them out. I just haven't had the inspiration to go look them up anymore. But if somebody sends me anything, I'll consider it. You find an old TV commercial from the old days here in Miami or whatever, just send me the YouTube link. All right, let's see. We got Misfits with 9, and nobody else posted the score, so Misfits with 9. Let's get started with round 2. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. Let's start round 2. Question 1. What came out first? 50 First Dates or Duplex? Both with Drew Barrymore. What came out first? Oh, Kevin has 6. No Flo Con Jen today, I guess. No Danny. No Grow Boys. But I still got 14 people there, so don't know how. Oh, somebody left. Now we have 13. They didn't like that I noticed. All right, question 2. What is the highest number that can be called in the American version of bingo? What is the highest number that can be called in the American version of bingo? See, these stupid songs are getting stuck in my head now. I know them. I should know copyright-friendly music. All right, question 3. Who was nicknamed Mr. November after hitting Major League Baseball's first ever November homer? And who was nicknamed Mr. November after hitting Major League Baseball's first ever November homer? The cat is on the loose. All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. I'm sorry, an album cover. Whose 2002 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist and not the name of the album. Whose 2002 album is that the cover for? All right, question 5. What famous rapper's real name is Chris Bridges? What famous rapper's real name is Chris Bridges?
Before greed formed in the darkness, a selfish gene. Not that long ago.
All right, question 6 is always our movie clips. I'll play a clip from a movie that's released in 2004. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt-action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
One more time.
And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt-action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
What movie is that from? Write it down.
We stand as judge, jury, and accusal hard behind bars. Our intelligence birthed the Death Star in the fields of yore. Unwittingly sowed the barren seeds of no more, bearing no more, bearing no. Not that long ago, not that long ago, long ago.
All right, question 7. What was the sketch comedy show where Jennifer Lopez got her start as a dancer? What was the sketch comedy show where Jennifer Lopez got her start as a dancer? All right, question 8. What do the letters GQ stand for, as in GQ magazine? What do the letters GQ stand for, as in GQ magazine? All right, question 9. What two NFL teams share the record for fewest points scored during a Super Bowl at 3? Again, what two NFL teams share the record for fewest points scored during a Super Bowl at 3? And finally, question 10, last question in this round. What TV show was made into a movie starring Willie Nelson and Jessica Simpson? What TV show was made into a movie starring Willie Nelson and Jessica Simpson? The girl almost fell. All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, 50 First Dates or Duplex? Both with Drew Barrymore. Question 2, what is the highest number that can be called in the American version of bingo? Question 3, who was nicknamed Mr. November after hitting Major League Baseball's first ever November home run? Anal Bum cover, whose 2002 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist and not the name of the album. Question 5, what famous rapper's real name is Chris Bridges? Question 6, our movie clip released in 2004.
And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
Question 7, what was the sketch comedy show where Jennifer Lopez got her start as a dancer? Question 8, what do the letters GQ stand for as in GQ magazine? Question 9, what 2 NFL teams share the record for fewest points scored during a Super Bowl at 3? And question 10, what TV show was made into a movie starring Willie Nelson and Jessica Simpson? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. And if you want to see the poor children you will be helping, here's one of them. Poor little thing, she hasn't had sun ever. She needs to get some, we need money to tan her a little by putting her outside so she can get some sun. And you think she's pale, wait till you see the little boy when he comes out. All right, let's get started with another round of our lucky SOB raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'm pulling a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. I guess he's getting those glasses again. Going on to the following number. You know, we just basically give out the same things every time. 594, 594. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $311, 311. Dance.
Lucia. Oh, yeah. Lucia.
All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Let's wait for the good part.
Así me gusta. Peligrosas. Peligrosas. Descaradas. Y la tolera. ¿Con qué? Con que te vaya Lucia.
And everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't have beer. He can only have iron beer. Going out to the following number. 588, 588. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Stay with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. That was a lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He'll be back after round 3. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, 50 First Dates or Duplex, both with Drew Barrymore? It was Duplex. And 2, what is the highest number that can be called in the American version of bingo? 75. You know who knows that answer? My mother-in-law. You know why she knows that answer? Because she's probably at bingo right now. You know where my father-in-law is? At the slot machine arguing with the Mikasuki people about why he has to wear a mask and he can't smoke anymore. You know why I know this? Because I haven't seen them in over a year. You know why? Because I blocked Fox News on the TV here. So that he couldn't put the channel on at all. So, it's been a year almost. We haven't seen them. Or heard from them. All right, question 3. Who was nicknamed Mr. November after hitting Major League Baseball's first ever November homer? Derek Jeter. Ain't No Bum cover. Whose 2002 album is this the cover for? That is Maroon 5. Question 5. What famous rapper's real name is Chris Bridges? Ludacris. Luda. Movie clip from 2004 was?
And on the third day, God created the Remington bolt action rifle so that man could fight the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Amen.
Mean Girls. And so, what was the sketch comedy show where Jennifer Lopez got her start as a dancer? In Living Color. So you can do what you want to do in Living Color. Okay, what do the letters GQ stand for as in GQ magazine? Gentleman's Quarterly. That man right there is no gentleman, though. That man is a pain in the ass. I don't know why he's on the cover of GQ Man of the Year, but if you see him, stay away. Actually, yeah, he's a pain in the ass. Question 9. What two NFL teams share the record for fewest points scored during a Super Bowl at 3? The Dolphins and the Rams. What happened there was that's an old question that I asked without the second part of it. And I had to replace the question real fast, and I put it at the end, and I didn't realize I'd forgotten about the Rams. And I had people arguing with me. I was like, oh, but the Rams. I'm like, oh, yeah, the Rams. So it didn't change the outcome of the game because the point difference was too big, but still. So then I just re-updated the question and used it again. All right, question 10. What TV show was made into a movie starring Willie Nelson and Jessica Simpson? The Dukes of Hazzard. All right, these questions are 2 points each, so whatever you got right times 2, and we'll add that to your previous score, and that'll give you your running total at this point. Post your scores in the comments. Argue amongst yourselves whether or not you're cheating. Remember, join me on Monday over at Bar Nancy for in-person play starting at 8 o'clock. Join me at the Bend over in Miami Lake starting at 9 o'clock. Join me for karaoke Thursdays and Saturdays starting at 9 o'clock. And I'm here every Friday for trivia for my house starting at 7 o'clock. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal francese, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mire, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele a Amalie. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amalie es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija a Amalie. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare.
It's gotta last,
It's gotta have a name I know.
so we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
From Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. All right, let's see what we got. Cunts in the house. 26 points. Nobody else posted anything. So, Cunts are in the lead based on the scores I'm seeing in front of me. But let's get started with round 3. Everybody, it's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Maybe refresh? Nope. Still just 26 from the Cunts. All right, round 3. Question 1. What animal we consider a pet is a delicacy in Peru? What animal that we consider a pet is a delicacy in Peru? Misfits 25. I understand the word "that" is not there. I should say, what animal that we consider a pet is a delicacy in Peru? All right, question 2. What does a tegestologist collect? What does a tegestologist collect? That's how a life is going, right? My tablet suddenly went away. I didn't know what was going on here. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description of where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. And her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Did anyone lose the feed? Because I never got a notification over here saying that it dropped. But my tablet stopped showing it to me and I had to get back in and it just, it didn't look like it lost anything. But I don't know what you see on your side. I see what I see. All right, question 4. Who was the first American president to appear on the cover of People magazine? Who was the first American president to appear on the cover of People magazine? All right, question 5, as always, is our Jumbo. Got 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom. There's our OKT, GAIN, FAN, AND. Hint, an actor, female, or actress. OKT, gain, fan, and figure it out. All right, question 6. Which is the largest country in Africa by area? Which is the largest country in Africa by area?
I've been thinking now that I let you down. Was alone before you blow up. There's something you know you can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better. I know before you can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better than me. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better.
All right, question 7. Which element of the periodic table is named after the moon? Which element of the periodic table is named after the moon?
Staring out the window, limo tint the benzo. You know what you're in for, trying to stay alive. It was all so simple, had so much potential. I don't know what to give you, at least pick a side. Nickels and dimes, no sacrifice, taking life in stride. Why not take it all the way this time? Some nerve, thinking we're in control. Channel my solar panel, here's a going road. Rebellion, soul and bow, still pay the toll.
All right, question 8. Emetophobia is the fear of what? Emetophobia is the fear of what?
Sweet centerfold, you shouldn't be alone there. Not to be trusted, pure disruption. New Republican, they love it.
Stop debating what you can deny. Can you afford the price? Bright lights, late night streets, you don't wanna miss, yeah. Don't look behind the curtain, might not look at me the same to what I had to do to get there. So careless with the money, only value time. Come too far, too late to change your mind. The type of piece the sacrifice can buy. Got the nerve to dream.
All right, question 9. What device does Harry Potter use to track the comings and goings of people at Hogwarts Castle? And what device does Harry Potter use to track the comings and goings of people at Hogwarts Castle? Unfortunately, Danny's not here to get upset about this. I put it here just for him.
Telling you not enough. When up top of Bugsy chains, never talk you live through us. Pressure makes you better, so tired of learning lessons. The money didn't stop the bleeding. I'm trying to count my blessings and prayed on our pain, misguided and misdirected. Made it sweet your heart, I pray for your protection. Yeah. Stop debating what you can deny. Can you afford the price? Bright lights, late night streets, you don't wanna miss, yeah. Don't look behind the curtain, might not look at me the same.
And finally, question 10, last question. Tonight's game, something of local history, news, or facts. What local city's original name translates to Big Island in the swamp covered with many trees? Okay, what local city's original name translates to Big Island in the swamp covered with many trees? All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what animal is that we consider a pet is a delicacy in Peru? Question 2, what does a tegestologist collect? Question 3 is, here, name this celebrity. I need her real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen her. Question 4, who is the first American president to appear on the cover of People magazine? Question 5 is our word jumble. 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Since an actor, female or actress. And 6, which is the largest country in Africa by area? Question 7, which element of the periodic table is named after the moon? Question 8, emetophobia is the fear of what? Question 9, what device does Harry Potter use to track the comings and goings of people at Hogwarts Castle? And question 10, local history, news, or facts. What local city's original name translates to Big Island in the swamp covered with many trees? All right, please check your own answer sheet. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. Remember, any little bit helps. That's my Venmo. That's my Cash App. My daughter's already up there waiting. As you see, she has baby Yoda with her. Oop. Let's get started. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, first prize out is one of those things. It's a soul. He gets his soul back. We took his soul, now we give him back his soul. 593, 593. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $570, $570. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but not a real beer. He gets an iron beer. Going out to the following number. Maybe Yoda can have beer. He's 50. 661, 661. Dance.
Opalaka Hialeah is the place to go. It's more than just a market, it's a great big show. Opalaka.
All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie.
Opalaka Hialeah is the place to go. Opalaka Hialeah.
Now, normally, I will go over the answers now, but I've noticed that you guys take off on me right after I give you the answers, and you don't watch the last commercial. So I'm going to take my commercial break now.
The largest Toyota sale.
He's never going to be done.
Up here. Focus. We only have a couple of seconds.
Would you get it ready, please? Come on, man, go.
Oh, I'm Paul Castronovo. This is Young Ron Brewer from 94.9 Zeta. Catch our morning show weekdays starting at 6. Remember, the only way to hear our very local, informative, and entertaining program is to listen to 94.9 Zeta.
Don't forget about the animal display.
Oh, yeah, we promise no more live animal displays because last Thanksgiving we messed up a turkey really bad.
Good, yeah.
I know it.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful.
Lights, food, rides, and so much more.
All the Christmas spirit you find it here.
On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
I think we might do it that way from now on to keep you people here a little longer. All right, now I'll give you the answers. All right, question one was, what animal that we consider a pet is a delicacy in Peru? Now, I have a picture, so it's a guinea pig. That's just disgusting. And two, what does a digestologist collect? Beer coasters. Or beer mats, whatever. Name this celebrity that is Emily Blunt. And for who's the first American president to appear on the cover of People magazine? Gerald Ford. Okay, the picture in the pool was before he was president, while he was still vice president. The one after is after he became president. Where jumbo, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Those are the letters. It is Dakota Fanning. And 6, which is the largest country in Africa by area? Algeria. And 7, which element of the periodic table is named after the moon? Selenium. And 8, emetophobia is the fear of what? Fear of vomiting. 9, what device does Harry Potter use to track comings and goings on people of Hogwarts Castle? Marauder's Map, or however you say that. And question 10, what local city's original name translates to Big Island in the swamp covered with many trees?
Opalaka Hialeah is the place to go. It's more than just a market,
Opalaka.
it's a great big show. Opalaka.
All right, these are 5-point questions, so whatever you got right times 5, put that in the comments so you guys can figure out who won amongst yourselves. Since we didn't take a commercial break after this, we'll just do a verbal one, which is join me Mondays over at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. We do trivia there every Monday night. Prizes there are $50 for first place, $25 for second place. We have actual raffles with actual prizes, mostly shitty things and free beers. Same situation over at the Bend over in Miami Lakes. That game starts at 9 o'clock in Miami Lakes. Also there, first place gets $50, second place gets $25. Also a full raffle there with free beers and shitty prizes. Join me at Seven Seas Bar every Thursday and Saturday. We start karaoke starting at 9 o'clock. We close when we close, whatever time that happens to be. Also, join me here every Friday night starting at 7 o'clock until I get tired of doing this, until Samar brings me back, or both things happen, whatever the situation may be. I'll be here next week. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. And every time I think I'm going to stop, I end up doing it anyway. So let's see what we got going on here. The Cunts have 56 points. The Misfits have 60 points. But as far as I'm concerned, you are all winners. I don't know who else is here that could also post some scores here. I don't know how Kevin did. And nobody else that I could see has joined us. So like I said, as far as I'm concerned, you're all winners for joining us. Thanks again for coming here. Follow us on at Trivia Miami on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Search for Trivia Miami on YouTube. I'll put this entire game up again there later. Remember, thoughts and prayers to Linda for having to tolerate Alan. Anybody who drives that shitty car or has to deal with that piece of shit has to have thoughts and prayers called for her. Linda, we're sorry that you have to deal with Alan. As we like to say up in the Bend.
Fuck Hector.
And everybody up at the Bend says together.
Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector. Fuck Hector.
No ha habido ni papel de trole para limpiarse el culo.
All right, again, that's my Venmo. That's my Cash App. If you want to hook it up. That would be cool. I mean, remember, I'm doing this pretty much for free. So if you want to join me here every Friday, throw a little bit my way. I don't like to beg. I don't like to ask. At least join me here every Friday if you can't. And if you want to join me in person, join me in person. But again, have a good weekend. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I'm going to let Cox and the Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.